Hi Aquarius, it's Elle here to do your relationship madness reading, or Monday relationship madness reading. I don't know. We're going to get that title together, right? Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to the channel. It is much appreciated. Please continue to do so. All links are below if you need to get in contact with me. Let's jump into this, Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see what's going on in your relationship. This could be a strange relationship. It could be that you're together, living together, married, whatever. All right, so let's jump into it. What's going on in Aquarius relationship? Okay, the Five of Wands. All right, so Five of Wands could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. What's going on in your relationship? So somebody's fighting here. There's a fight. There's a battle for what you want. Okay, so what you desire, your heart's desire. Not saying that what you want is bad or if it's good, but it's definitely what you want. This is a very self-centered card, the Five of Wands. It could be you, it could be the other person, but somebody's fighting for what they want. This is also somebody here who has a lot of attention, or they're spreading their energy amongst, other individuals, or this is what they have to engage in terms of their job. Or some people have created this for their own life, like they like a lot of attention. This could be an attention seeker or an attention seeking energy. You could be dealing with that, Aquarius. This could be you. There could be some sexual arousal going on, whether you are actually having sex with the person or not. You're definitely aroused by them. There might be some thoughts. There's some friskiness going on here. For that to come up, that would indicate to me that maybe you aren't having sex with them, or you're not having enough sex, because there's arousal, there's friskiness. There's somebody being, playful in that manner. The playful banter to try to get the love flowing there. There's also, a slight sense of aggression. It's not as strong as maybe the Five of Swords or something of that nature, but there's definitely confusion here. And there's a lot of drama, either on your end, Aquarius, or with the other person. If there's not drama physically in your life in terms of someone being dramatic, in your energy, in your space, in your face, then there's drama in your heart and in your mind. There's drama around you in your aura. Drama in terms of you just being dramatic, or there's you could be overthinking something, or you could be moved to actually act on something that maybe you shouldn't be reacting on. To be dramatic is reaction. So maybe your reaction to something, it doesn't match what the offense is or whatever is going on here. But then there's also there's a clashing of the wheels. Like somebody wants it to go this way, the other person wants to go this way. Competing goals and opposition here. You guys are not on the same page. Even though somebody may even try to make it seem as if you guys are, or they want the same thing as you, or you guys are working toward the same thing, or it might all be just fake. It's not real. There might be an air of falsehood here, that someone's trying to paint a picture, or try to paint a narrative for you here. What else is going on here? This could definitely be a love affair, to where you and the person weren't 100% committed. Like you guys didn't sit down and say, okay, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. but maybe you guys were acting, once again, reacting or acting like you guys were, but there was still somebody who was keeping a lot of different people in their energy, whether they were, you know, actually dating them or having sex with them. I don't know. You don't know either, but maybe, you know, this is somebody who just likes a lot of attention seeking coming up here also, who gets a lot of attention. Somebody who deals or is dealing with the situation kind of childishly. They have not gone through, you know, having a lot of routine and structure and regimen about how they deal in relationship or in romantic relationship. They feel it's still, you know, they feel like they can still be childish and exude childlike behavior because it's just love, it's just sex, you know, and it's not, they don't know the real meaning of that, the real, the weight of that. They don't know, you know, that they haven't really explored the entire capacity of what love, sex, and merging, you know, together is. So this person is very childish, and maybe that's why they continuously, maybe they merge and have sex with everybody, you know, because they just don't know the real meaning of it. And this could be you, Aquarius. This could be somebody else. All right, so let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? So that could be what's going on with you. There's also somebody conflicted about how they feel about you. They're wondering if it's just lust or if it's real love. Let's see. What's the advice for Aquarius? Whoa, that flipped across the room. Let's pick this up. And it's supposed to be just one card, but now it is two. All right, Aquarius, the advice for you, okay, is the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so with the advice being the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, advice, Aquarius, they want you to understand your worth. So the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, excuse me, talks about, so this is the embodiment of the Empress energy. So the Empress is just an energy. It's not an actual person. We have a court card who is a Queen of Pentacles here. So you are embodying that Empress energy. You can create. You are good. You are love. You are nurturing. You are growing. Some of you are financially astute, or at least stable to where your work brings in stability, because the queens are the doers of the tarot. So you're still working to bring in money, and you may even be looking for different avenues of bringing revenue streams, you know, different revenue avenues to bring in money for you. And you also may be at home a lot right now, and the advice is all of those things are great, and you should continue to do those things. Also, the advice here with the Queen of Pentacles is you actually come in, if you're single, meaning there's no ring on your finger. If there's no ring on your finger, you're single. That's just my opinion. If you're single, you're getting to a place of you where you really know your worth, and you know your value and what you bring to any situation, friendships, romantic, familiar, whatever. You are really walking in knowing your value, and you're not going to let anybody discount or discredit you any longer. Says with the Ten of Wands, because the Ten of Wands sometimes talks about releasing a toxic, burdensome situation, being the victim of victimization. Sometimes it's self-victimization. Sometimes it's, once again, the word dramatic, the dramatics of the relationship coming up. Crushing. This talks about crushing under the weight of your own success or your own doing. So the advice is they want you to take some accountability for your part, maybe in dealing with an energy that is definitely scattered, Five of Wands, definitely non-committal, or where you always have to fight to show your worth when you should already be knowing your worth, Queen of Pentacles. And it won't, there should never be a fight for someone to see your value and your worth. And if ever there is, then you know that's not where you're supposed to be. That's, you know this is not where you should be. So that's the advice of the cards also. Just trying to see if I can get any more from this. You may have, so the advice is also don't carry the relationship, don't carry the relationship to your own detriment, because this person is collapsing. Okay. Check in on your health also, mental, physical, emotional. In dealing with some masculine energy, if you want your will to be done, if you want to exert your will over someone else, or you want what you want, it shouldn't be this hard. The Ten of Wands here. They just want you to know that. And when you find that it is, then you know there's an issue here. It's not up for you to turn into Inspector Gadget and try to figure out what the issue is and why aren't they, putting their attentions and setting their eyes on you. It's just for you to walk out of it and know that you're the Queen of Pentacles and that you deserve so much more, because look where you are. Look where you have gotten yourself. Look, you know what you deserve here. Yeah. So that's pretty much with the Ten of Wands too. Okay. So if you take the outcome, if you take the advice of the cards, what is the outcome? Some of you were kind of like self-serving to a point. You were serving this person where you were self-sacrificing, As a fixed sign, sometimes it's so easy to get, fixed on a relationship, on a person. They don't want you to do that anymore. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. That's all I keep hearing. You don't have any majors here. Yeah, okay, so the outcome is the Four of Swords. All right, so, wow, okay. At the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. So the outcome is the Four of Swords here. Looks like you're going to get over all right, so I just got, for some of you, back to the dramatic flair, okay? We've got prison on Five of Wands. Some of you are kind of like in this mental prison about should you allow this person back into your energy, back into your space, back into your aura. And this person could also be in a mental prison about should they even come back? Will you allow them back? So it could be vice versa. Someone feels confined and restricted here. You may have restricted this person due to the fact that they were just keeping up too much drama, too much unknown, and too much dramatic flair here for you. It just wasn't easy. It just didn't seem like it was easy. The cards may be telling you, okay, at this point, maybe you've punished them enough, or you can let the guard down just a bit, because this toxic cycle is over. Somebody has awakened to the fact that they are toxic. They were toxic. They're taking the brunt of this. They're taking the full weight of responsibility for the ending of the relationship. Some of you, they also want you to know that some of you were just trying to stay in relationships or hang on to this thing because you felt like you were becoming the old maid, you know, fear of aging and feeling like, okay, it's now or never. And maybe this is the best I can get right now, or maybe I should just work with what I got. You know, all of those thoughts surface and resurface and just continuously swirl in your head. Some of you are very apprehensive, very standoffish about taking this person back, incorporating this person from the past into your present. You've set some really rigid guidelines and rules for yourself, and maybe that was self-preservation, but it looks like maybe you've already preserved yourself enough to where maybe you can let the guard down just a bit, because there might be a new beginning, a new relationship, or a resurgence of one. Something that you thought with the surprise card, something that turned out bad can really turn out good for you. It could be a surprise ending. It could be a surprise resurgence of maybe someone is in a different energy now. You can expect them to behave differently and hopefully get what you want. So that's what that says there. Yeah, you could be getting some good news from this person. Somebody could really be coming to you and kind of acknowledging their feelings here and wanting to have a new start with you, wanting to do things over. Some of you could be pregnant, or there'll be a new start of the relationship here. Some of you you restricted yourself from this person, and or they did this with you, or you both are doing this. But the both of you are longing for each other and longing for the past to come to resurface. But there's an air of fear and a mindset of scarcity. You need to be thinking about forward movement, how you heal this situation, how you will set intentions for the future and goals for the future, how you've walked away from your toxic ways, and hopefully they've walked away from theirs so that you guys can move forward. Seems like you need to release some energy around yourself. With the Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, it talks about a new, maybe even new sexual relationship. And we saw that friskiness here. You guys may consummate the relationship almost immediately if you come back together, or you want that to happen. This new moon could have brought some real deep repressed feelings for you, and or your person and or your partner. Some of you are just going to be doing things better or well, or you're going to try to build this relationship on a firm foundation. Some of you may come back together and do something pretty grand together, like move in together, or get engaged, or something of that nature. It's the advice for Aquarius. Yeah, recovery. Recovery of all that was lost. You're like on the end of coming away from this toxic situation. The Four of Swords talks about walking away from toxic situation, toxic relationship. And some of you just really are like, you could be at the end, some of you could be at the beginning, but you're definitely in a mode of recovery. And it might not be right now that you actually recover the relationship or this person, or you get into another relationship, but it looks like it is in the cards for you. But right now you got to go through that healing process. You know, statistically, medically, whatever, scientifically, they say it takes about 8 months to get over or get someone out of your system. Systemic, you know, somebody's energy is systemic in you for, you know, a residual 8 months. So maybe this is what you're dealing with. Some of you are really trying to move on. and not deal and not think about. And join in. Yeah, some of you need to join in a group of people. We're still in relationship dynamics. Some of you need to really go through the healing process. It talks about joining a group of individuals, like-minded individuals. It talks about in person, but of course that was before a pandemic happened. So you might have to go virtual, but you need to get some positive outlet that helps you heal. Because though maybe somebody else was or is toxic, you still chose to engage. Life is a choice. Everything is a choice. You clicked on this video. It was a choice. You're making choices every second. Every step of the way. Every time you still breathing, right? So you're making choices. So you might need to go and talk to somebody about those different choices that you've made with a particular individual or particular individuals, and it's still, you're still getting the same turnout or turnover. Also, there's somebody who feels differently about this connection, and they may be longing to come to you and express their emotions. Definitely longing for you. Somebody, you or the other person, is in a mental prison. Somebody could be concerned about going to prison also, or somebody is in prison, or someone is in a mental or the proverbial prison of the mind or the emotions, feeling confined, or like they can't speak to you, or like they can't speak to anybody about exactly how they feel, maybe because they've never felt that way before. So relationship dynamics are coming up for you, Aquarius. Am I going to extend this? No, I'm not going to extend it. I'll extend the reading tomorrow, the oracle reading. I like the oracle readings. Thank you, Aquarius. I hope that you took something from this. Go through that healing process. It looks like some of you on the tail end of it, and or someone else you're dealing with is on the tail end of it. It's not the right time for you guys to come back together, but it looks like there could be a resurgence of a relationship or a person if you want it. If you don't want it, that's fine. Drop down in the comments and tell me about how you do want it or you don't want it. Also, if you feel like you're having a hard time getting over a certain individual or getting over certain feelings, you might need to take a spiritual bath, and you might need to have some different some help with that spiritual bath. This spiritual bath that I've created is made with lavender, jasmine oil, rose oil, and clary sage. Also dried rose petals. You just sprinkle a little in your bath, and you say the prayer that comes attached with your spiritual bath, and you let God and the angels do the healing work, do the clearing work for you. Take advantage of the spiritual bath. It's over at the website. It's also linked below. Very, very good stuff. I can't stress to you how much spiritual baths have been wonderful in my life. You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'm trying to sell you something, right? But I will tell you that what do you have to lose, right? So anyway, also if you want to take advantage of the candles at the blessed candles at the website, white for blessing and clearing, and red for love, that va-va-voom, if that's what you want to come into your life, take advantage of that. More passion, more love. Also, if you're feeling like you got something from this reading, you can always buy me a coffee. If you feeling moved to, you can click that link, buy me a coffee, buy Elle a coffee. And if you don't, that's fine. You can always click the like, share, comment, subscribe button. That means a lot. Drop down in the comments and let me know how this resonates with you. If you feel like you're coming into a clearing and that somebody, you really feel deep in your heart, someone wants to talk to you or you want to talk to someone, you really have to deal with those emotions, okay? Can't run from them. All right, so Have a really good one, Aquarius. Talk to you soon. Take care.